So in this video, I want to talk about how to burn more calories without exercise and without eating less. Is it possible? It absolutely is possible if you have the right information. Most people have this idea that I need to exercise more and eat less calories because 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So if I just take the total calories it takes to run my body, let's say it's on average 1,900 calories, okay? And I eat less than that, and I burn off extra calories, boom, problem solved, I'll lose the weight. And of course, the main recommendation that people are given, and this is based on this website called nks.uk. They get over 43 million views a month. And this is some of the things that they will tell you to do to lose weight. Number 1, do not skip your breakfast, okay? Number 2, eat regular meals. Number 3, eat plenty of fruit and vegetables. I agree with the vegetables. Walk more and get more steps. Drink more water. Consume higher fiber foods. Use a smaller plate. And last, don't ban any specific food, okay? So you don't want to ban any specific food. I don't know why they're recommending that. But their biggest thing is that you must eat everything in moderation. Here's the big problem. You have 2 types of stored fuel. You have stored sugar as glycogen, and you have stored fat. The amount of stored sugar that an average person has is about 1,700 calories, okay? Not a lot. The average person who's not overweight is carrying about 100,000 calories of fat on their body. So the real question is how to burn more fat calories, because I don't think the goal is just to burn off your sugar reserves and then get really, really hungry for carbohydrates, right? And not tap into fat. Doing everything in moderation will only cause you to burn off your sugar, but it will not cause you to tap into fat. So if we want to focus in on not just burning up our sugar fuel, but tapping into the actual fat, we must not treat all the type of calories the same, okay? Certain calories we can have more, certain ones we can do less, and some we can do moderation. Like for example, protein. Yes, eat your protein in moderation. That would be a smart idea. As far as the carbs, we need to reduce that, because if you want to maximize your fat burning and tap into only fat, the way to do that is simply to bring your carbs as close to 0 as possible, okay? So let's say we have 0 and then we have 5 carbs, 10 carbs per day, 15 carbs, 20 carbs per day. Right through here is where you're going to start seeing some good results. The greater the carb, the less your body's ability to tap into fat fuel. And as you feed your body less and less carb, your metabolism actually speeds up because you actually heal a condition called insulin resistance, which is behind a slow metabolism. Realize that exercise only is responsible for about 15% of your weight loss, but 85% is diet. So it's not as significant as you might think, okay? But now let's talk about how to lose weight without reducing your calories. Let's say, for example, you're consuming 1,950 calories per day, and you're doing 3 meals, maybe some snacks, whatever. And so each meal would be about 650 calories, okay? 3 meals a day. If you were to start reducing the frequency of meals, okay? You skip your breakfast, but we take those calories and we put them into a lunch and a dinner with only 2 meals, you will start to lose more weight. Because of the nature of just going on a longer fast and the fact that every time you eat, you trigger insulin. And that's what converts into fat. So the less eating, less insulin, more weight loss. So you go from 3 meals a day down to 2 meals, keep your total calories at 1,950, okay? And then you want to take it to the next level, because if you're doing 2 meals a day, no snacks, and you're fasting, your hunger is going to go way down. And the rule of thumb is you don't want to eat unless you are hungry, which means that you're going to be able to have 1 meal a day and not have to eat breakfast or lunch, giving you a total of about 23 hours of fasting. And this is without cutting your calories down. If you kept the same amount of calories as 3 meals, you would lose a lot more weight. Now, the problem that you're going to run into is that you're actually burning your own fat reserve when you're fasting, okay? So it's not like you're starving, you are eating, but you're eating your own fat. So for you to sit down and have a meal that is 1,950 calories is difficult to consume that, but you could. What most people end up doing is eating less calories, not because they're trying to lose weight, just because they're having a hard time digesting it. But the cool thing is though, when you're eating less, the need for nutrients goes down because your body is in recycle mode. So you're recycling more of the nutrients. So this is how you burn more fat calories without eating less and without exercising. You reduce the frequency of eating, keep your calories the same, but just make sure you're reducing certain calories, but not others. Go ahead and try this and see for yourself. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.